Hello everyone, welcome to Nilanjana's exclusive English lessons. Today I am back with Act 2, Scene 4. This is the last scene of Act 2. So with this we will complete Act 1 and Act 2. It's again a very small scene. So let us understand what happens in this scene. It is a dreadful day. Why? Because it is the 15th of March. Now, here we see Portia, who is Brutus's wife. She's terribly anxious. She's extremely impatient. Now, what are the reasons that she's impatient? First of all, Brutus had already told her about the enterprise of killing Julius Caesar. So, first of all, as a wife, she has to support her husband. But at the same time, she knows that somewhere something is going wrong. And that is the reason she is extremely anxious and she's in a panic state of mind. She knows this terrible secret and she's really terrified to keep this secret to herself. Like it's quite difficult for her to keep the secret to herself. Now she commands her servant Lucius 100 times that do this, do that, but she is not exactly telling what to do. This shows that her mind is in a very, very turbulent state. Portia, I prithee, boy, run to the senate house. Stay not to answer me, but get thee gone. Why dost thou stay? So she is scolding the boy Lucius and telling that go to the senate house. Don't stay here. Don't stay here. As soon as is possible, go to the capital, go to the senate house. And then, when she sees Lucius still standing there, she's little angry and she tells, why does thou stay? I mean, why are you staying here? I've told you, go to the senate house immediately. Now, why she wants to send Lucius? Because she wants to make sure that Brutus is fine, everything is fine over there. Lucius, to know my errand, ma'am. So, what is it? I mean, what should I do by going to the Senate House? What am I supposed to do? To know my errand means please tell me exactly what I'm supposed to do. I simply cannot run to the Senate House. By running and going there, what am I supposed to do? So, Portia is not clear in her instructions. Portia, I would have had thee there, and here again, here I can tell thee what thou shouldest do there. So Portia is telling, I would have had thee there. I wish you could have been there and back before I told you what to do. Ere means before. Before I tell you what to do, I wish that you would have gone there and again come back to me and tell me exactly what is going on there. Now, after telling this, she is a little alert because she feels that maybe unknowingly she has let out some secrets. So, aside means she's again telling to herself, which Lucius is not able to hear. So, very important lines. What does she say? O constancy, be strong upon my side, set a huge mountain between my heart and tongue. I have a man's mind, but a woman's might. So, what does she tell over here? That may I remain constant, may I remain firm, and may I never betray the disturbance of my heart. Constancy means please let me remain firm, let me remain steadfast. Let me not behave like this because she knows that she is not behaving in a normal manner. Be strong upon my side. Please be strong with me. Set a huge mountain between my heart and tongue. So, put a huge barrier, a huge mountain is like a huge barrier, and let that barrier come between my heart and my tongue. That means my heart knows the terrible secrets which I'm keeping to myself, and my tongue wants to blurt it out. I mean, it's so difficult to keep the secret to myself. And what is the secret? She knows that where her husband is gone today and what is the enterprise. I have a man's mind, means mentally I am as strong as a man, but I have a woman's might. Somehow I am as weak as a woman. In other aspects, I'm as weak as a woman. I may have a man's brain, but in other ways, I am as strong as a woman. Why? Because it's very difficult for women to keep secrets. It's believed that women cannot keep their some things to themselves. They tend to spread it. They cannot keep certain facts and secrets to themselves. How hard it is for women to counsel. Counsel means secrets. So how hard it is for women to keep secrets. Art thou here yet? This is for Lucia. So she tells that, are you still here? Lucius, Madam, what should I do? Please tell me what exactly I'm supposed to do. Run to the Capitol. Nothing else. I'll just go to the Senate and nothing I'm going to do there. Why should I go to the Senate? Please give me a reason. Give me your instructions clearly. And so return to you and nothing else means I will go and I'll come back. Portia, yes, bring me word, boy, if thy lord look well. So, yes, please go to the Senate. Go and see whether your master looks well. Lord is Brutus. If your master looks well, please come and tell me. For he went sickly forth, because today when he went out, he was not looking well. And take good note what Caesar doth, what suitors press to him, and also take good note of what Caesar is doing. She wants to know what is the current situation over there. What Caesar is doing is another way to find out that is he still alive or not. What suitors press him? What suitors press to him means which are the people who are near him, who have crowded near him. Hug boy, what noise is that? So she hears a noise. Lucius, I hear none, madam. Prithee, listen well. I heard a bustling rumour like a fray, and the wind brings it from the Capitol. Soothe, madam, I hear nothing. So Portia hears some noises, but again, you can understand that Lucius, who's in the same place, cannot hear that noise. So this is probably something that is going on in her mind. So probably she's hallucinating because these things are disturbing. The thoughts are quite disturbing for her, and she imagines some noise because Lucius is not able to hear any noise. So Portia tells that I hear a bustling rumor like a fray. Bustling rumor refers to a loud noise. Like a fray means like a conflict. I hear some kind of a loud noise like a conflict, and the wind is bringing that noise from the Senate. Soothe, madam. So soothe, madam means no, madam, I don't hear anything. Now, in the meantime, the soothsayer he enters the scene. Come hither, fellow. Which way hast thou been? So when she sees the soothsayer, she tells, come here, fellow. By which way have you come? By which way have you come? So have you come from the Senate? This is what she wants to know. At mine own house, good lady. I have come from my own house, lady. What is it o'clock? So what is the time? About the ninth hour. So it's 9. Portia, is Caesar yet gone to the Capitol? No, madam. Not yet. So Caesar has gone to the Senate? No, madam, not yet. I go to take my stand to see him pass on to the Capitol. So the soothsayer tells that I'm going to take up a position from where I will be able to see him when he passes on the way to the Capitol. I go to take my stand means I will take up a position so that I can see him well when he goes to the Capitol. Thou hast some suit to Caesar, hast thou not? So she's asking that, I mean, as you are telling that you will be standing on the way and you want to tell him Caesar, do you have some request for him? Do you have some request to make to him? Soothsayer, that I have, lady. If it will please Caesar to be so good to Caesar as to hear me, I shall beseech him to befriend himself. So the soothsayer tells that, I'm not sure, but I fear that some danger may befall him. So, do you have some request for this? The soothsayer tells that, yes, lady. If Caesar will be so good to his own self, if Caesar be so good to himself and pay attention to what I have to say him, as to hear me means pay attention to what I have to say him, I would beg of him to look after his own safety. Befriend himself means look after his own safety. This is my only request that he should look for his own safety. Why? Knowest thou any harms intended towards him? So, do you know of any harm that is intended towards him? Soothsayer, none that I know will be, much that I fear may chance. None that I know will be means I'm not sure, but at the same time, I fear some danger may befall him. Good morrow to you. Good morrow to you. He actually bids her goodbye, and then he tells that here the street is narrow. So the throng means the crowd that follow Caesar at the heels. So Caesar will be followed by a huge crowd, right? There will be many people who will be following him because we already know he's very popular. So there will be senators, there will be praetors, there will be common suitors. So senators, Praetors refers to predators. And also common petitioners means people who, like common people who want to put some request to him. They will all crowd a feeble man almost to death. So if I stand here, because the street is quite narrow, I will be suffocated to death. So I don't want to stand here. So what I'll do, I'll get to me a place more void. I'll find an empty place, and there I would speak to great Caesar as he enters along. So as he comes along, I will go and speak to him. And he exits. I must go in. Amy, how weak a thing the heart of women is. O Brutus, the heavens speed thee in thy enterprise. Now, she is again so tensed. She's so tense and she's so anxious that she says certain things which she's not supposed to say in front of Lucius. So, what does she say? Amy, how weak a thing the heart of women is. How weak a thing the heart of women is. Women have a weak heart because it's so difficult for them to keep some secrets for themselves. O Brutus, the heavens speed thee in thy enterprise. O Brutus, I wish the gods help you and help you to be successful in your enterprise. The heavens help and prosper you in your enterprise. So, this she tells. Now, what enterprise? Immediately she gets alert and she feels that the boy has heard her. Who's the boy? Lucius. So, sure, the boy heard me. I'm sure the boy Lucius heard me. She's so scared. Brutus hath a suit that Caesar will not grant. So now to Lucius, she's trying to cover it up and she tells that Brutus actually has a request that Caesar will not grant. And this is the reason she tries to cover it up of whatever she has said just before this. As if she's telling to Lucius that, my husband has some request and Caesar is not listening and fulfilling that request. So, therefore, that's the reason I just prayed to God so that, he can be helped in the enterprise. Aside, oh, I grow faint. Run, Lucius, and commend me to my lord. Say I'm merry. Come to me again, and bring me word what he doth say to thee. So she tells to herself again that, oh, I'm going to faint. This is taking a toll on her health. This is taking a toll on her mental strength. And she feels that she's going to faint any time. So she tells Lucius, go and commend me to my lord. Commend me to my lord means go and tell your master that I am merry, I am in good spirits, I'm happy, I'm fine. And come to me again and tell me that what he says to you, what he doth say to thee. And by telling this, they exit separately. Lucius goes to the Senate, and Portia is about to go back to her home. So, here in this scene, we can see that this is very close to the assassination of Julius Caesar, and Portia is in a terrible state because she knows what terrible act, what terrible deed Brutus is going to do within within a very few minutes and hours. Portia is in a very terrible state and she knows that there's some horrible enterprise which is going to take place, assassination of Julius Caesar, and therefore she knows it, and but she still has to support her husband. And we know that initially when Portia was requesting Brutus to tell, please tell me, why are you so disturbed? What is it? And Brutus was reluctant to tell. So from this scene, we know that Brutus had already shared the enterprise with Portia. And probably Brutus was right that he was not willing to say because we can see Portia's condition that she's not in a proper state of mind. Because after listening to this, she cannot she's unable to stay firm and steadfast. That's the reason she tells that I have a man's mind, but at the end of the day, I'm a woman. I'm as weak as a woman. So therefore, it's so difficult for me to keep this secret. So probably Brutus was right initially about not sharing the secret with her. So with this, we come to an end of Act 2. And yes, in the in the next video, I will publish Act 3, Scene 1. Thank you so much. And yes, remember to subscribe to the channel, share this video, put your comments, questions. I will answer to them as much as I can. And thank you so much. But please share and subscribe to the channel and help me reach 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Goodbye.